Yo, YouTube, what's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Q back at y'all again with another video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Y'all know the vibes, man. So, breaking news in the NFL world, man. Brian Daboll, former head coach of the New York Giants, has officially been fired and relieved of his duties as the head coach of the New York Giants. And I just wanted to get on here and kind of just give my opinion about the situation. Um, Brian Daboll, if you guys can remember, he was credited for being able to develop Josh Allen. I think he believe he took the Giants to the playoffs with Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley at one point, and they beat the Vikings. Uh, he also won Coach of the Year, I believe, that year too, even though he didn't deserve it. But that's a story for another day, though. Do I believe that Brian Daboll deserved to get fired from the New York Giants? Uh, Based off of what I've been seeing from the New York Giants this season, I would say it's time to move on. But at the same time, though, I feel like Brian Daboll was kind of responsible for bringing Jackson Dart into the building. So I don't necessarily know how that dynamic works out because I really did feel like the New York Giants would have gave him more time because he just got a quarterback that he likes. But I guess not. I guess the patience with Brian Daboll has worn out. Uh, a lot of games this season, man, where the Giants are up 10 points, fourth quarter, can't seal the deal, can't get the job done, can't finish games. Uh, just recently, well, not recently, but the one that people remember the most is the game against the Broncos, where I believe that what the Giants were up by like 20 something points in the fourth quarter, and they let the the Denver Broncos come back and beat them. And yeah, you can kind of say that that was a team thing or whatever the case may be. But if you go back and you look at that game, Brian Daboll did not put Jackson Dart in a good position to succeed at the end of that game. Okay, he put him in a bad situation. He didn't call like he put him in a situation that a rookie quarterback really shouldn't be in a fourth quarter of a game. You have Cam Scatterboo, you have Tracy, hand the ball off, man. Seal the game. That's all you had to do. But you're calling these awkward plays in the end of the game. Loki kind of cost the Giants the game. You know what I'm saying? So I think this year alone really just I think this year was the year that really got Brian DeBall fired. Just off of those comeback losses, well, games they can't seal the games and all that. I just think that's really played a role in the Giants letting him go. Where do the Giants go from here though, man? Because uh this is a firing that kind of came out of nowhere. You know, I don't think anybody was expecting the Giants to just let Brian DeBall go. I think the season is kind of a wash for the New York Giants. I think they had a couple of chances to really put something together, but they just haven't been able to, man. And it's been like this for some years now. The Giants franchise, organization, whatever you want to call it, man, could just be cursed. You see Daniel Jones and the success that he's having with the Colts this season. It doesn't make the Giants look any better. You see what Saquon Barkley is doing in Philly. It doesn't make the Giants look any better, man. So it just seems like whenever somebody leaves this organization, they end up prospering. They end up flourishing wherever else they go. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the main issues with New York. New York Giants and the New York Jets. It's kind of really trying to figure out who's the worst, who's in the worst situation here. I don't know because the New York Jets just got a whole bunch of draft picks. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. But uh, any NFL like former NFL coaches, I could see the Giants bringing in. I could see them trying to get John Gruden. You know what I'm saying? I know Mike Kafka is gonna play as the OC. Mike Kafka, he's gonna play as that interim head coach for the time being. But you could see a guy like John Gruden maybe taking this job. I feel like John Gruden is kind of built for New York. A former Super Bowl winning head coach. Very loud, has a big personality. I think that he could be a good fit for the New York Giants. Um, I don't really know off the top of my head like who else you would hire if you're the New York Giants, man. I don't know, a coach from college. I don't know, man. I really don't know where the Giants go from here. But the one thing I will say is the Giants kind of it looks like they found their quarterback in Jackson Dart. I don't know yet. I mean, he's been playing pretty good this season, so I mean that's a plus. Um, Malik Neighbors will be back next season, so you'll have your number one wide receiver. Cam Scatterboo, I don't know what his injury is or what it's looking like, so I don't know how he's gonna look when he come back, man. But the Giants have a okay team, I guess you could say. They just gotta kind of build off of it. Um, what I mean, they have a couple of pieces here and there. But at the end of the day, man, I think Brian Daboll is gonna maybe find another job. I don't know. A lot of GMs and front office heads will probably look at Brian Daboll and be like, well, he was just in a bad situation. He could probably flourish in a fresh start, which is probably true. What I mean? Maybe that's all he needs is a fresh start. But Brian Daboll has definitely had success in this league. What I mean? So I definitely expect him to get another job. But when you're 20, 40-1 as a head coach of any football team, your job is 9 times out of 10 probably going to be in jeopardy. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's kind of pretty much all I have for y'all. So, y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feel about the New York Giants letting Brian Daboll go. I feel like if they was going to let him go, I feel like they should have did it, before the draft started. Like I said, he was the one that picked Jackson Dart. I feel like they should have did it sooner, man. That's pretty much all I'm saying. If you guys had plans on firing Daboll, y'all should have been did that shit. You know what I'm saying? Get a head start on things, but I guess better late than never, But hey, man, that's the New York Giants for you, man. But like, comment, share, subscribe, man. Y'all know the vibes, and I'm out, man. Peace.